or not. And if you haven't, you don't need premium Streamlabs to do that. Just as long as if you get the Atom plugin, yeah, no, you don't need that at all. It doesn't matter which OBS you tend to use. What you need to do is, let me see if I can actually give you the link to it. Because I mean, you do have an audience that really watches your YouTube videos and stuff. So like, it's a crime that you wouldn't take advantage of that. So there's a couple of ways you can do that with Atom. You can do a oh, come on. Cool. Slide in the DMs, all right. Yeah, because like, yeah, you could be, making, you can kind of get some of the and it's actually really easy to do. So the one I just linked you is like the easy setup in a sense that you can pretty much plug in and kind of go. There's nothing fancy about it really. But the other one is actually called multistream, which is a little more advanced, but gives you more control over different types of outputs and stuff like that. So I actually wish I would have started doing it earlier, because I thought the same thing. I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to really do this, right? And then, yeah, even a almost boomer like me was able to figure it out. I was like, okay, this isn't that bad, actually. Speaking of which, yeah, let me start my YouTube stream now. There we go. Hello, YouTube. And let's get in the game. Curious to see what item you got for me. There was a German playing Rogue earlier. I wonder who that could have been. Oh, you want that too, Matthias? Hold on, sorry. I got y'all. Let me see if it actually like fits. There we go. So those are separate. So Atom Vertical is a free program that kind of just it's like a plugin. You can just kind of slide it in to your OBS or whatever, and then you can set up your settings, which is like very, very easy, honestly, for your output. And then you just start or stop, modify, whatever. The Atom TV Vertical, sorry, multi. The multi is the more advanced one if you want to do like 3 or 4 different multi streams or whatever, and kind of want to get more fancy with it in a sense. I don't think that that's necessary. I actually use them both, and multi kind of bugged out on me at some point, so I went back to vertical, and I'm actually kind of just happy with the vertical plugin. It does more than what I needed to do, really. So, and you can also change your different encoder for each stream and whatnot. So if you want to do a higher output on YouTube, because YouTube supports a higher output, you can. Not recommended, honestly, just because it's high stress on your systems or whatever. But like, yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys should definitely be doing that, man. I think both of y'all probably will get more value out of it than I would, because I think you guys are bigger. You guys put more videos out on YouTube than I do. But what I do notice though is that, especially like around like now, when you're actually putting out active videos and stuff, being able to stream live on YouTube as well like helps, because it's kind of like people are coming in to see you know, they'll watch your video and then they'll automatically see the live stream as they're watching the video, and they'll kind of pop in, and it's like, oh, kind of cool. So wait, who did I invite, or who like who's this? Offensive? Who's offensive? I'm offended by offensive. Masterworker's just sliding on in. What's up, sir? I guess I'm getting traded twice. Okay. Comment. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, we will be doing some rapid fire at some point. I appreciate that. Let's favorite that. Look at these transmog rogues. We're gonna be on the cover of like GQ magazine, y'all. Look at this. How to G up your rogue. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You said you get that from a viewer? Word. All right. I'm about to get some masterworking materials so I can do the thing. But yeah. Is it an upgrade? It is. I got just do some in front of horrors and like get some gold for some masterworking, for some serious masterworking for that. But I appreciate it. And I recognize my regulars. Nah, but I appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it, y'all. If y'all find a Grasp of Shadows by any means, let me know. I'll trade some runes or whatever for it. Just one GA basically on the marksman / cutthroat. All the rest of the stats can be garbage. Honestly, just that. Betty Bet says Road Nation. You say you got some grasp? Rogue Nation, something dioxide now. It's kind of covered up in the chat though. Let me make sure y'all heard the president. Y'all heard the rogue president. Y'all see that, right? Y'all see that in the chat, right? Right? Y'all heard him. You have a PvP war of folk rogue content creators versus the other classes. Yeah, okay, yeah, that'll work. Mr. Masterworker. Yeah, either one is fine. Give me the you can give me the weaker one of the two. I mean, give me the left one. The first one you linked. I'll take that. Because I'm doing Heartseeker next, so I also kind of want to try it with Rain of Arrows too. I'm not. I don't have any like expectations or anything, but it's kind of one of those things where it's like, why not? Maybe they fixed the clone being able to prop precision from the Grasp of Shadows. Who knows? Hello, Rogue Masters. You're in the right stream. We got Mippy Amatias. You level up your road to 60 by using this and now. What do I transition to for now? Death Trap or Heartseeker? Death Trap is Rogue's strongest build for sure, and it's extremely fast. So like, if you're looking for the strongest build, Death Trap is it. Like no question. If you like Heartseeker, you can, but you still want to play like a really strong build right now, then you can probably just play Death Trap for now. Farm for some Heartseeker stuff for later, just for fun, kind of sort of thing. Whenever like you know, like that works too as well. Because I mean, we have an armory, so like being able to switch between builds or whatever like that, it's kind of fun. Like I'm gonna have like about 6 builds in about 2 weeks, right? So whether I play all 6 of them is questionable, but I'm gonna make 6 of them. Yeah, like maybe 4 of the 6 might stay in my armory or whatever, and I might swap between them for different contents. But yeah, it'd be kind of criminal to not play Death Trap now if you like Death Trap. Like if you like Death Trap or trap related stuff, that is definitely my recommendation for sure. And I'm a Heartseeker enjoyer. Like I'm a huge Heartseeker fan, and I plan on playing Heartseeker next. But Death Trap is just so good right now. I guess we go hit up some Varshan. Get the quick whisper. Also, ironically enough, it's easier to get Death Trap up than it is to get Heartseeker. Like the requirements, I guess you could say. Like the requirements for it to perform well enough in T4, like the slaughter stuff, is easier to do on Death Trap than Heartseeker. Like Heartseeker has a longer progression before it starts slamming, if that makes sense. Like slamming T4. Let's see. How strong is Death Trap versus Rain of Arrows? Well, Rain of Arrows is Rogue's second strongest skill. It's actually not that bad. I would probably say the top end for Rain of Arrows is probably T100. Like top end, which is fair. But we're talking about like GG fishing, 100+ tries probably in that sense, or maybe not 100 tries, but like so. But Death Trap has already hit that already, like a couple of days ago, and it's already doing like 105s, and I'm pretty sure it'll get a little higher than that, 106, 107 ish range. So you're looking about DT being about 8 to 10 pit tiers stronger than Rain of Arrows. However, if you're not pushing or whatever like that, like if you're just doing T4 content, like Rain of Arrows, does feel good. It's like it does well in every other sense of content. And honestly, I prefer it over DT, just because I just don't like Death Trap. Basically, I'm just not. I've never been a fan of Death Trap. Even back in like season 0 when like Woody was playing it a lot, I just didn't. I never cared for it.
It is done.
Wow, Matthias left you on red. Matthias comes in and teases you and then leaves. Is that how you do, Matthias? Is that how you doing, people? Breaking people's hearts, man, already. Oh man. You know what? I probably should be starting to level my other glyphs actually. For other business. Yeah, he's busy with someone else, Mippy. That's what it is. He's tied up with someone else. So that's how it feels like. Oh, what, really? You guys still live? So yeah, maybe this whole like cax thing really got me sad. I don't know how it works for you guys on Death Trap or whatever, but cax got me real sad. It being able to be procced by the mercenary. Yeah, cax. Because I have to build stacks, right? So like I can't like keep casting it and hope that I proc it before the mercenary does. Like, but the thing about it is that in this setup, if I was to go Neo Cax, right, with the time it takes to do the rotation, it will be 50% damage basically for me. But I can't. But unfortunately, because I have to do a rotation before I cast the Rain of Arrows or whatever, it is more than likely that my mercenary will attack before I actually get to the Rain of Arrows part. Which is rough. It'll be a nice multiplier for Rain if it wasn't for that. We're slapping Belial around. Also, how am I? I'm doing alright. Just tell the Merc to go AFK. I'm surprised we don't have the option to like not have him attack. Or whatever. Like, does he have to attack? If they're not gonna, you know, code it correctly in a sense. Like just have him like on standby or something. What do I have to level up now? The canny, right? No, turf. Where's turf? There we go. I need 6 box runes. A lot of people need 6 box runes. I don't think anyone's like actually found 6 box runes on their own yet. I'd be very surprised if they if they've dropped that many of the Bach already. Should you gamble? Try for it at the blacksmith. You'll probably, honestly, I would try for the random mythics first, because unless you do a lot of trading and you have a lot of gold, chances of you actually getting 6 box runes before you get 2 sparks is very, very slim. So I will go ahead and like, you know, take the risk now. Go ahead and try for the random cash, because you'll probably find more mythics along the way of trying to get more Bach runes farming bosses. And then if it's a crappy mythic that comes out of it, you can always salvage it for to get one of the sparks back. So I say go for it. Literally dropped when the second I said mythic. What? That was the worst place that thing could have been. Now they're all unstoppable now. Sag. They're listening to rumors this season. Yeah, they are. I will say this though, Rain does feel a lot better on pit bosses due to the trick attacks change. Like I knew that was a difference, but man, it feels like at times the pit boss will die faster than sometimes the elites would, which is a good feeling compared to how it was the past 2 seasons where you'll get to the boss in like, 2.5 minutes, and then the boss can take, depending on whether it has as or not, might go past like 3 staggers and you'd be like, dang it. Which build is good for and cannot migrate? I mean, you can pretty much play any leveling build. There's no specific build that sets you up for Rain of Arrows, because just the requirements is just different than what any leveling build would normally require. But I mean, I would just play Dance of Knives and then farm for the build you want to play for endgame with Dance of Knives. Honestly. I saw Woody Joe playing Heartseeker leveling earlier today in the stream. That was kind of cool. Appreciate the follow. I'm going all the wrong way. Oh, you still lived. Also, my playlist just went quiet. Awkward. Am I at the end? Yep, I'm at the end. The playlist must be. What'd you say, morphin times? How expensive the next tier of upgrades really is. Yep, sure did. All right, let me fix my playlist real quick. There we go. Ooh. So I would love to use those pants. However, the only way that I could use those pants is if I was to like double or triple crit on the maximum resource. Because I need, like, those pants have to give me 25 resource. So not having a GA there is rough, or it not being rolled on the high end is kind of rough. I don't know. I guess I have to figure out on the planner, like, see what that would look like on the planner if I was to try, if I can double crit on the maximum resource on that. And will it work? Yeah, so something like that would be better, yeah. That's better. Because then I can not be bricked on my cooldown. Yeah, the second one is, don't get me wrong, it's not that I wouldn't want this, because I would totally like that. With that 10 maximum resource though, like, I don't know if I can. Oh, let me see if I can check a planner. Appreciate the follow. How do I even do that on the planner? Like, if I was to try to. I think I can kind of just set it that way, right? So I can set it. Yeah, let me see something. So let's do. So no masterworking. Let's do 10. So 10, right? So if I was to do masterwork to 12 and don't hit resource, that'll give me 15. Then if I was to masterwork it twice, yeah, see, even if I was to masterwork it 3 times, I wouldn't be able to hit that. So yeah, it would have to be the second one, just because the resource roll too low. Get the helm today. Yeah, actually, my helm is actually pretty decent. Like, it's definitely pretty decent. Love this song. Jump to 75 until I can trust my damage more. I can't trust doing one wave and then go. Not quite yet. I don't have the deeps for it yet. Not on the 80. Let you know. Yeah, just send me an invite. The second pair of pants you had. Yeah, see the one wave is so much cleaner. Way cleaner. Like night and day cleaner. Oh wait. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, send me an invite. Morphin times. I'm about to hold on to those until later too, because I'm gonna need the masterworking mats. These are mine currently, right? I just kind of, I think for most of my gear, I kind of just took the masterwork and wherever it landed and just left it at that. So at some point, once I like Giga Blast for just that only, then I can actually like truly masterwork properly. You got the Uber chest finally. Which one? The Shroud? I'm missing that too, man. Thanks, Morphin. Yeah, if I can, yeah, if I can get a Shroud, man. Like with everything on the Shroud, considering that, you know, and also the double dip from, you know, having extra trick attack or whatever like that. And I guess the stealth damage, which would be kind of nice. Looking at about 75% damage buff. Maybe a tidbit more. Yeah, where did they come from? Crafted GA, nice. All you get the G on all stats, cool. Congrats. That's like the next really big upgrade for me, man. That would be major. And also the Skyhorner may be gifted from one of his viewers. Drunken Frog, what's going on? Just making it one day at a time. I hear you, sir. I hear you. That's what the glyphs I really need to get. Turf, canny, closer, fluidity, maybe at some point. Hopefully I didn't miss any at least at the top. Although I'm at the backtrack. Why does this build look familiar? It's Rain of Arrows. Yeah. So you can zoom in through this pit. Yeah. Rain is still decent. Wait till I get a shroud though. And maybe Starless, I don't know. I don't know if that bug still exists from PTR, but a Starless might be a slight increase. I'll be able to cast more often, but I have to be careful because there's a 1 second ICD on that boss power. So I can only attack as fast. I can only have a fast enough rotation to get all the way down to the where the rotation is exactly 1 second. So I don't like trigger that ICD and then like miss the rotation. Much more damage does Shroud do? You're looking at about 75% more damage, roughly, if you include the additive from stealth, which is, I mean, it's additive, but like it's quite a bit of it. So like you're looking at about like maybe 10% from that overall, maybe. And then you're looking at about 60% from just the +1 to all passives. Probably a little more than that. So yeah, a lot. Kind of gonna try to cop one before I make a video guide on this. But I was testing my luck and see if I'm gonna actually get one to drop or something before then. Doubt it. I did last season, which was actually quite neat. Ronnie with the sub, appreciate you. Do I think Golden State and Rockets Game 7 is going to be a blowout like Nugget? Nah. Nah. Nope. I actually kind of want to watch that, but I think I'll be streaming during that time frame. I have to watch the play-by-play after the next day, earlier in the day. Hit T3 earlier with Dance of Nice, 11 on glyphs, didn't do too bad. Written on Mythic Helm for arrows. Well, you don't need a Mythic Helm for arrows. Death Trap you do. Well, Death Trap it'd be nice to have. I put it out like a pretty massive upgrade if you can. But you can run it without. But yeah, Rain of Arrows doesn't want a Mythic Helm at all. Let's see, are there any whispers I can grab real quick while I'm grinding? Beast and Ice, okay. The clip's gonna blow it up. No, I don't think so. I think the thing is to keep in mind that like the Clippers aren't really used to playing with Kawhi Leonard. I know that probably sounds like a funny fact to say, but like seriously, like Kawhi's been hurt more than he's played. In like the last 5-6 years, he's actually been like out more than in. So like it's hard to kind of get into a groove and like a team chemistry when like your best player isn't playing over half the season with you. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, the Clippers did look good towards the latter part of the season when Kawhi did come back, but I think the chemistry, it's hard to build chemistry again without, you know, having more time to do it with, in a sense. Chris Dunn got so many shots, I missed them all. Yeah, I mean, the NBA net right now is, you know, you basically live or die by the three pointer, right? That's Boston's strategy. Boston either like destroys you because they hit their threes, or they struggle to win or maybe lose because they didn't hit their threes. That's Boston's strategy. They attempt to demoralize you within the first like 6 minutes of the game by hitting shots, getting the early lead, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, we're not winning this, right? It works though. Like it works when they hit, right? But yeah. Where's the? Is it you that I'm supposed to go to? Elixir, transportation, summoning items. I didn't realize I can get as many shards. I guess these take hard. Oh, actually, well, I guess it could be shards or living steel. Almost like never did this before. Although Stygian stones. Who do I hate less out of Duriel and Dario and Harbinger of Hatred? I thought your bill had the shroud for Renovails. It does. I don't have a shroud, but the bills. But you want one, and like I can just put one on. I can just grab it real quick. It's got to drop or craft or something. This guy's got to do something. You're doing Bilal. I think I only have like 3 mats for Bilal right now. Yeah, I only have 3, so I can only do 1 run.
Come back if you need work.
Bro, I wish I had a shroud. Shoot. All right, Morphin Times. If if you don't mind, sure.
It is done.
Maybe run some bosses. I mean, I'm not the one with, honestly, I'm not the one with boss mats. Like I said, I only got three Bilal mats. How many do you have for yourself, Chosen? Haven't even tried Bilal yet. Bilal's actually like, so the attributes still separate into solo and group ones, depending on which one it is. Hold on 1 second, Morphin. Chosen, what's your battle tag? I don't know what you just did right there. You mean Boston's a mod? Yeah, Boston has the most complete team. Like the most complete team, followed by OKC, followed by Cavs. I don't know. Cavs and OKC are close. But I think Boston has the most complete team in general. But who would I rather like? Who do I think is gonna get it between Boston and Cavs? Yeah, 4 runs. Okay, cool. I'll get you in after this. I don't know. I honestly want to see Cavs get it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Donovan Mitchell doesn't get enough credit. Like he was stuck on Utah Jazz for a little bit, where like no one cared about the Jazz at all. Like no one. And then Cavaliers is a market that people generally don't care about either. So I'd like to see like Donovan Mitchell kind of get his flowers, but we'll see. What do I want from here? Or who do I want the thing from? I also don't even know. I would do Gregory again. All right, Morphins, hold on 1 sec, Morphins, hold up. All right, well, after this doesn't, yeah, don't put in any more yet, after this. Ow. I literally just stood there without my barrier. Watch LeBron go back to Cavs after this season. Thing is that like if LeBron would have stayed with the Cavs, then what we have right now, like the team that's there right now, couldn't have possibly happened, right? So it was in the organization's best interest to. All right, request invite. Cav Boston series will be peaked though. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that for sure. Lakers are gonna win it. Oh man, I don't know. I don't. The NBA couldn't rig it enough to get Lakers and Boston back into the finals. Sorry, the refs couldn't rig it enough. The NBA and the refs couldn't rig it enough to get Lakers and Boston finals for ratings. You feel bad for Giannis? Yeah, me too. I'm a huge fan of Dame too. That's the thing. I feel like his the latter part of his career has been rough, like really rough. And like Portland basically wasted his years, man. But for Giannis though, like, yeah, I don't really see. Yeah, there's really no reason for Giannis to stay in the Bucks, honestly, after the season. As far as where he would go, I don't really know. What's a good team right now that's like kind of a contender that would be able to use Giannis right now that doesn't already have a good, like, center or a power forward without like messing up team chemistry, Doc Rivers as your head coach and Dame would be awesome. Speaking of Doc Rivers, though, I think I said this last time on my stream. But the reason why I wanted to see Clippers versus OKC was because what was it? Oh, it's because back when Kawhi just got the Clippers and Doc Rivers was there, it was Kawhi that sent Shea, or that one